what's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. So, my main man, James Hinson, not only is he a channel guy and he's got his Facebook thing going, amongst a bunch of other stuff, but James is a knife maker who makes these nasty, gnarly knives. And one of them is actually in some kind of like, I don't know, I want to call it like a horror museum or something, but he does have one that's in some museum somewhere, which is really cool. But James went to a flea market and he found this. And he said, man, I got to send that to D-Bad. He was right to, because I love it. So he had no knowledge on what this knife is, who makes it. All you know is that it says iPak, and iPak Survival turns out to be who makes it. There's like it's like a CF something in iPak. It's like this mixed company. And you can see right there, it says right there, iPak. So if you look up iPak knives, you're going to see all kinds of different designs. This one I think is one of their older designs, but they have some similar. And they call this like a hunting skinning knife. If you ask me, this is not a hunting skinning knife. This is a I'm going to mess you up knife. But I don't think that it's smart for them to write, when it comes down into category F you up. I don't think that they do that. So they write hunting skinning. It's got a real leather sheath, and it's a nice leather sheath, which makes me want to get some more of these iPak knives and check it out, because the sheath is super nice quality. Really good. But check this thing out. If you go from this way to this way, that's 9 inches right there. If you go here to here, it's 4-inch blade. Here to here, 5.5. So it's 9.5 or 9, depending on how you measure. Look at this this grip. It looks like some kind of micarta, and it's got these cool colors. And this one's obviously older and used a bit, so what it looks brand new might be a little different. It's a full 1/4 inch thick. Y'all know how I like a full 1/4 inch thick blade, and it is D2 steel, and it's Japanese source steel. So this is Japanese D2, the same D2 that they use on katanas and things like that. And I have to say, it's pretty wild. Now, right here is really freaking thick. Like, you're supposed to be able to touch your fingers to your palm. And I have giant hands, so I can't imagine where a smaller hand person is going to be on this. But you can choke up on it. You can choke way up on it. And that gives you enough finger play in there. And then if you go back on it, you can still get a good grip, just because even though it's a oval shape, it's just good material. You do have a lanyard hole. It's held on by 3 pins, and there is some jimping right here. And I guess so it's maybe so you can skin. So you can skin using, the thumb hold method, where you pull down rather than push up. But you literally could probably do it either way. Now, this isn't a factory edge, so I have no idea what the factory edge was like. But what I do know is, it is nasty as far as punch you right through your chest. Whew! Man, I could barely get it out of cardboard. Look at that. Look at how thick that is. And that was just, bam, an impact hit. That's a big wound right there. That wasn't finagling the wound channel like normal with like a bam, like how, whoo-wee. That's a big wound channel. That's my put in and twist, and you get that nice black widow mark. I love that. That's my favorite kind of in and out, man. In, twist, out. To a Bigfoot, not a person. So I have to say that it's pretty funky and wild. Now, is this like an everyday carry knife? Not really. Is this your look at that thing? Is this your standard hunting knife? Not really. This is literally one of those 1980s Michael Jackson bad videos where the 2 gangs come on either side, and that's what that is, man. This is just a gnarly looking piece, and to me it looks like somebody took a hand grenade and a Bowie knife and decided to make a boomerang. It's just crazy. It's heavy. It's thick. It's nasty. It's cool. This is definitely got a cool factor to it. So we're going to take it out and we're going to see if we can do something with it. You know what I mean? Other than bam. But check this out. When you're in a choked up grip with this thing, you have your knife edge, right? And it's angled so you can hit with different angles. But then that rear end, man, that is a knocker outer piece of some bitch right there. Pretty funky, pretty wild, pretty cool. You know, I mean, you know who Thor's brother is, right? Loki, the mental case. This is like Loki, the mental case's knife. You know what I mean? This is, it's just gnarly, guys. It's gnarly. All right, so let's take it out and see if James Hinson's knife that he sent me, and I get to keep it. I get to keep this thing. And that's cool. That's cool, man. Let's see if we can get some stuff done with this old thing. All right, so we're going to take it over to the old stump. This might be entertaining. Now, I do a 4-foot drop test. That means I hold this thing way up, and from my hand to the target, I need 4 foot of space between my target and the tip of the blade. Not my hand, but the tip of the blade. So when I'm using a big, fat, long Bowie, you can imagine how far I have to stretch. But we're going to try a balance test and just see on a straight drop how this is going to fall, which is kind of, I don't know. All right, I didn't expect that. I didn't. It's so weird, guys. So what happens is I start at the top of 4 feet, and it looks like this because I'm holding it straight, right? As it falls this way. The rear end carries the weight down, and it goes from a weird angle. I thought it was going to hit like this and just roll. That's what I assumed was going to happen. But when I dropped it, it curved, right? So even it just turns itself in the air. That was kind of weird. I didn't expect it. Let's see if I can do a hard downward throw. I don't know if I can. Of course I can. Man, this is weird, man. This is like a raptor's claw. It's like that. Oh, man. It's not even like a regular claw. It's like that one that comes out of here that they tap with. Tap, 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 tap. In the movies, because we don't know if they really do. But check that out. How funky is this thing, man? How funky. Show them how funky. All right, so let's see. Let's see. I slipped off my mark, but it was there. It was there, baby. It was there, baby. Thanks, Dick Vitale. All right. So I have to say, it's definitely not the camp knife. The angles are a bit weird, but I mean, proof is in the pudding. I'm smashing it down on some sticks, and I'm making kindling. So if you're looking at one of these boomerang-shaped knives, and it doesn't have to be this knife, but if you're wondering if it can do stuff like that, yep. All right, let's see now if I give it a... Now, here's weird. This is where I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble, but now that it's in my hand, doing a push cut for feather sticking, I have to say, that's a really comfortable grip. That's really, really comfortable. This thing might be more outdoors than I gave it credit for. But, wow. All right. All right. There's some things I didn't expect. Let's see. Chopping. It's a curved blade. A la kukri. And, man, I'll tell you, I am getting a whole lot of slippage in here. I thought I was going to get a better grip in here, but now that it's actually happening, I'm getting a ton of sliding around. But, of course, that's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. But can it do it? That's the question. And the answer is being answered immediately. It is slipping like crazy. This is where you would want to utilize that lanyard hole. If you planned on having a big fat curved knife like this and you were going to do any kind of chopping with it, lanyard, lanyard, lanyard. So now it doesn't have the factory edge, so carving is a little bit tricky with it right now. Who knows how sharp it came? I don't know. But it's fun, man. It's fun. It's freaky fun. Let's see if we can do a little de-limbing over here. Take a couple chops out of something. It is funky. It's weird. It's weird. I just know that, man, an extension of the arm, an extension of the punch. This thing's got to be pretty wild. Pretty wild. All right, let's see. Oh, man. So I'm going to have to put an edge on this because so far, it's the only thing it's lacking is an edge. Now, as far as chopping, I'm really concerned with it as chopping. And it's not a chopper, so this isn't something you'd buy for that anyways. But, you know, a test means you want to test it for everything. So, but your hand goes before the edge. So you're going to end up punching a lot of wood. So I'm trying to chop like this, like curling my hand at the end, which is not good. It's not ideal for chopping, but they're curved blades that they have, and they have some now. This one's obviously older, but I was just on the site, and they have some that are thinner handles, which look really comfortable. More of a choil in a skinnier, long-looking blade, but it's the same type of thing, but built a little bit different. I think they modernized it. This thing just looks like it just wants to tear up this way. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But yeah, so the newer styles that they have are ergonomically a little bit different, but it's the same kind of premise. Let's see if we can't find something. Oh, you know what I knew? Let's go over here. Hold on a second. So they list their curved blades as Hunter Skinners. Let's see if with... So now, because I'm using a blade that's not factory sharp, do you see how hard that is? It's barely ripping through this. And you'll notice some knives I do this with, some knives just, I mean, like, it's not even air, it's butter. This one, let's see. Ugh, I really have to press. But again, just like I tested one of the off-grid knives, and it was having trouble too, but again, it wasn't a factory edge. The edge I put on that one, that would go through that, and I might have to do the same thing with this. But there's something I really want to try with this, and I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. We're going to see right freaking now. I have no idea how this thing is going to throw. It's definitely going to need some learning time here. Let's see. All right, I got to put you guys down. It's hard holding it up like that. All right, hold on a second. I got to figure this out. There we go. I think I found a good spot for you. All right. So now getting it around, it's really, really tough figuring that out. So let's see here. Hey-oh! All right, first try. Oh my goodness. All right, I think I found what I'm gonna like this for. Oh, that was there. That was just, I think I hit the bark. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I found something I really enjoy throwing. This weird curved blade. I didn't think it was going to be cool to throw, but you just seen that. The only one outside of once I put you guys down and actually got to use my form. This thing threw awesome. I missed one and I think it hit bark and bounced off. Everything else stuck so nicely. This thing is going to be a fun throwing knife. Oh, James Hinson, my man, my brother, holy crap. I hope that you threw this into something before you sent it to me, because that's fun, man. That's fun. So if you get a cool curved knife like this, I'm telling you guys, throw it into something. I don't even care what you throw it into. Hey, Grandma, catch. This thing, whoo, that was a fun thrower, and it was so freaking easy right out of the hand. I held it this way and just let that thing slide right out of my hand, and that went much better than I thought it was going to. So check that big funky beast out, man. True full tang, 1/4 inch thick, 9.5 on the curve, 9 inches long. Woo! That was cool. That was cool. So James Hinson, Hinson, Hinson. Thank you, my brother. This thing is cool, man. I am going to have so much fun throwing this. Oh my God, that was awesome. I literally went here, whoop, and that was my throw. Let it slide out of here, and that thing just, it's hitting here. Bam, at 5 yards. Whew. That was crazy freaking cool. All right, so I needed to play with this thing. And I was waiting. I was like, I gotta find a day I can play with it on video. And today was the day. And that was fun. I'm gonna go wash it off. I'm gonna sharpen it a bit. And I'm gonna keep doing a whole lot of that because that's fun. All right, guys, that's it. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.